want to show how do I eat the rations? This is just weapon changes. I'll show you. I don't know how to use my rations. I have no idea. What? Come on, I don't want to throw them. This is bullshit. What? Oh, come on, you know what? This is fucking mad annoying. I can tell the whole game's gonna be like this, too. Who alerted? No one alerted shit, whatever. I'm dead. So dumb. Oh, because I threw them by accident, because the controls are fucking weird. I knew this, too. I already knew this about this game. I already knew the controls were really weird, and like, if you get the wrong shit, can happen. Son of a bitch. Well, I'll try it again. Didn't want to throw them. I wanted to bring his fucking neck.
Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are continuing to talk about DarksydePhil. Today we are going to be talking about Phil's YouTube career and how it went wrong. So let's continue reading up on this man. Phil's YouTube channel is where all of his Let's Plays are uploaded. Rather than doing traditionally 30-minute episode once per day approach, Phil instead chooses quantity over quality and uploads more than 30 videos per day. Why? That's gonna mean that so many videos are gonna be neglected. So many videos aren't gonna be watched. And that's gonna make YouTube think that your channel is dead because you have a bunch of videos that aren't being watched. So then you're not gonna be recommended as much. That's not a good idea. All 10 minutes each. If it's a fighting game, the videos will be 3 to 5 minutes long. Who the fuck would watch just a 3 to 5 minute long video with just one fucking session of a game? Who would want to watch it? Oh yeah, I lose one round and blame it on lag. Watch me lose to this fucking kid. Who would watch that? Depending on if the match goes to a third round or not. And if it does, then Phil got lucky that time. This is because Phil uploads individual matches as their own videos, a terrible idea. As one would guess, there is no editing whatsoever. This is why I don't really use my Let's Play channel, because I don't like uploading unedited content. And it makes me very sad to put anything on that channel, and I usually end up nuking that channel after a while. So when I find a comfortable way that I can edit Let's Play streams, then maybe I'll start archiving them again, but I don't like that content, and I feel like it's not worth watching. So when Phil dies, or has to backtrack somewhere, the viewer has to suffer through every detail, no matter how irrelevant. So if he loses at a game like 10 times, he won't just cut to the part where he succeeded. You have to watch every failure. That's terrible. The playthroughs are almost all blind as well. When I play a game on stream, it's usually after I've beaten it, maybe once or twice, because I don't want to look like a complete idiot to everybody. Because in order to make money, he has to be the first one to upload a playthrough of a new release, which I'm sure people come to Phil to watch games as they're released. I'm sure Phil is the fucking one people go to. Phil's procedure worked brilliantly when he first started, but for the wrong reasons. The reason Phil had gotten so popular is because he would upload so many videos per day that and I guess they fucking misspelled YouTube, the YouTube search system would show only DSP videos whenever someone searched for gameplay footage of the game. Oh, that's really clever, but I don't think he was intending that. I don't think Phil intended that to happen. This is how someone like him achieved a 6-digit subscriber count. Despite having over 160,000 subscribers at the time of this writing, Phil only averages 1,000 views per video. At that point, I'd delete my channel and delete myself. His view count used to be much higher, but it has declined ever since Phil's been exposed. Since Phil makes his money off of his view count, the less views he gets, the less money he makes. And I'm sure it's terrible for him. Before the existence of This Is How You Don't Play and the detractor content, Phil's biggest enemy was copyright, like every YouTuber back then. Anyone could flag a video for copyright infringement. stating that the user is illegally using their content. If you had 3 copyright claims against you, your channel was shut down. No questions asked, which it still is now, very sad. Some games would be monitored, so the game could flag right away by the copyright holder. 𝐜𝒾's solution? Either make a parody title that search engines wouldn't find, such as Dicks with Guns for LA Noire, make an entirely new channel for that game, which is a terrible idea. That's the Channel Awesome and Cinemassacre approach, so that the new channel gets shut down instead of his, or both, which means that he's actually ban evading. The redid DSP was eventually hacked by a soccer match live streamers. That sounds wacky as fuck. And later terminated. It had gotten to the point where Phil had resorted to using blip.tv, which a lot of people did, and RIP Blip, for his playthroughs, which worked at first until he got banned for excessive racism. And we're gonna watch that video later. We're gonna watch that video in full. Like, I know I'm gonna get in trouble. People are gonna get mad because we're gonna watch that video and make fun of Phil, but we're gonna watch it. When Splinter Cell Conviction released, Phil did his usual day 1 release gameplay upload, but his videos were flagged by Ubisoft, or Ubisoft. I think it's Ubisoft. I could be wrong. I've heard people say it multiple different ways. I know I'm gonna be wrong either way, so fuck it. Forcing Phil's channel to shut down. After he and his fans complained about it, Ubisoft released a statement on their forums stating that they had nothing to do with it. This ended up being true. YouTube tracked down the copyright claim to reveal the source of the claims being a troll using the alias Steve Jones, a very secretive alias. This was the final straw for Phil. He went to make 2 new channels, his current one and another dedicated to video vlogs. Video logs, or just vlogs. Before his vlog channel existed, Phil's original channel also contained plenty of non-gaming content. The most notable series he does is DSP Tries It, which I need to marathon those. Those are actually hilarious. DSP Tries It is a series in which he reviews various fast food and other unhealthy stuff. I seen one where he was in the shower, like reviewing Axe, and it was amazing. Like variations of Mountain Dew and energy drinks, because the camera is often so close to him while he eats. It's perfect series for if you want to hear a 32-year-old man chew loudly like a cow. Some people are into that now. This series has become a cash grab for Phil, as it allows him to get paid eating pizza and fried chicken while drinking Mountain Dew. The beginning of Phil's downfall. In 2012, DarksydePhil's views were in a downward spiral. And yes, you can play the meme right there if you want to. Things took a turn for the worse when a former fan of his, Evil2010, that name isn't suspicious, was blocked on Phil's channel for suggesting that Phil's obnoxious girlfriend, Panda Lee, was the cause of this. Later that year, the person writing this cannot make fun of Phil because that is terrible. Later year, this fan's ire was again provoked when Phil claimed that his fans had given him positive feedback on his Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough. In response, Evil AJ, I think it's Evil AJ 2010, creating This Is How You Don't Play Metal Gear Solid 2. His motivation was to show Phil the comments left by his fans during his playthrough. After the creation of his Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough, Phil attempted to cash in on This Is How You Don't Play by doing the playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 1. The entire playthrough was riddled with jokes about Kojima World Order and singing the theme of the professional wrestling team NWO, which is dated by default. This marked the beginning of the Kojima World Order, a group of people dedicated to exposing Phil as a terrible human being. And yes, this is very similar to the Private Villa of Corrupted Citizens. They are both inspired by Metal Gear. They both act like Metal Gear like organizations. They both do trolling ops in similar ways. They are very similar. I would actually say that it's a debate on who's worse, either the Kojima World Order or the Private Villa of Corrupted Citizens. You guys can decide down in the comments section who was the more cringy of the two. Being he is and offering constructive criticism on how to improve, while also explaining why no one likes Phil, considering Phil's ego. The latter is a lost cause. This Is How You Don't Play series shows off what a typical Phil playthrough is like. Terrible gameplay, horrific commentary, racism, sexism, obnoxious burping, which some people are into, blaming the game for his failures, blaming the developers for his failures. If the game isn't ended prematurely with a rage quit, this behavior will be topped off with a bald-faced hypocritical praise. At the end of the playthrough, if it is a new release, he will do a review video called The Hateful Truth, where he gives you maximum bullshit and minimum truth by trying to look at it from the perspective of a common gamer, which Phil clearly is not. Yeah, if you play video games non-stop and do it as a career, you're not the casual audience. Especially if you've gone to tournaments. You're definitely not casual, even if you lost at those tournaments. Sometimes a game will be deducted points because he sucked at it. Despite this, Phil's scores will always be either 1 or 2 points off or the exact same score as the mainstream reviewers. So Phil lacks originality. What a shock. And that's all of Phil I'm going to cover today. We went over his YouTube channel and how his YouTube channel started to decline. We talked about his first trolling group and how they would mess with him. We talked about how This Is How You Don't Play happened and the effect that it had on him. And as we continue in our next video, we are going to be looking at situations involving his girlfriend. She was kind of foreshadowed in this stream, so I'm hyped to talk about her next time. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this new 𝐜𝒾 content that isn't Christian related, that isn't Sonic related. If you guys like this series and you want to see more of it, hit that like button, share the video, and remember to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of DSP Tries It, the first one that I've done in quite some time. It's going to be a quick one, because what we're doing today is a very small piece of food. It's called the Burger King French Fry Burger. They just added it to the menu. I get the feeling it's something just for like the end of summer. It's only $1. So let me show you what it comes with. It's a basic hamburger, no cheese, with lettuce, ketchup, mayo, and French fries. That's it. There's nothing else to even show you. No lettuce, no tomato, no pickles, nothing. Just ketchup, mayo, French fries. So I'm going to take a bite. I'm going to let you know how it is, and then I'm going to be honest about something with full disclosure, okay? Well, to be quite honest, I cannot even taste the French fries. All I taste is the mayo and the ketchup. I'm gonna take another bite. Yes. So the bottom line is, it's like getting a cheeseburger with lettuce, ketchup, and mayo. You can't even taste the French fries. Do you want to know why? And here's full disclosure. Because a few years back, Burger King changed their French fry recipe to be more healthy. They use healthier oil, and they barely put any salt on their fries. Therefore, even when you get their fries just as the side in your combo, you can't taste them then either. They really are some of the most flavorless, just bad fries that I've ever eaten. I actually liked their old fries a hell of a lot more. I think they went off out of their way and made them worse. So for $1, if you just want a quick cheeseburger or a quick regular hamburger, get the fry burger, and unfortunately, you'll just have a little bit more calories added to it because they put French fries on there that you cannot taste. So I give the fry burger, for what it is, a 3 out of 5. It's not bad. It's just an okay burger. You can't really taste the fry, but it's only $1, so you can't really complain. All right, that was a nice quick one for DSP Tries It. See you next time.